victory belongs to him. Oh, the victory belongs to Jesus. The victory belongs to him. Say, oh, victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to Jesus. Come on, declare it like you mean it. Victory belongs to Jesus. It belongs. One more time. Victory belongs. So we put our trust in you, the King. So we put our trust in you. You will deliver. You're a provider. Materialism. So I find my victory. King of glory. Come on, man. Let us praise. Forever victorious. Oh, forever we win. I find my victory. Come on, say it again. Say you will deliver. You're a provider, Jesus. I find my victory. Oh, forever victorious. Come on, give him praise, give him praise. Say victory, yeah, victory belongs to Jesus, yeah. Say yes, say yes. Victory belongs, victory belongs, victory belongs, victory belongs. The victory belongs to Jesus. The victory belongs to him. Behold the King of glory. Behold the mighty God. The victory belongs to Jesus. The victory belongs to him. Oh, how great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. Come on, everybody, lift up your hands and say, how great is our God. Come on, how
in an awesome time right now in God's presence as we are in the day 3 of the Rccg Annual Youth Convention 2021, and the theme is exceeding expectations. Yes, it is the virtual red carpet right now, live from Rccg Radio, and my name is Toluwalokpe Paul. Yes, my anchor here, fellow anchor here is Chino Ibe.
Yes.
So, yeah, Chino, how has it been so far?
Wow, it's been fantastic. It's been amazing. It's been mind-blowing, and it's been, the best. The best of the best. So far, it's been the best.
All right. So, yeah, what are the talking points that we've had today? Like, majorly, Apostle Joshua sermon talking point.
In fact.
Really. But can you just share a little bit of how that went?
It went, it went really well because he spoke on choose life.
Yeah.
And, when people talk about choosing life, you just feel that, oh, choose life and have it in abundance. But he was able to break it down. He gave us, in fact, deep revelations to the things that we really need to know as believers. And he spoke about 6 decisions that you need to make as a believer for you to be able to choose life and have it in abundance. he finished it.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
finished it
So
for me.
let me pause it that bit.
Alright.
Would also explain more about that really. But this is the virtual red carpet session. So yes, if you're following us on Instagram, following us on Facebook, and all, you'll be sure that you surely would have seen our post on the virtual red carpet. So it is there for you. Join us, let us talk with you, let us converse with you, and let us just have a conversation. Yes, Apostle Joshua Selman said something about creating the right relationships. Really?
Yes,
so, and the truth is that relationships actually start with conversations. Let us have that conversation with you right there on our virtual red carpet. So you could click the link in bio if you are watching, if you are on our Instagram right now, and then if you're on Facebook, and if you're on Facebook, on our pages, you just click on the Zoom links that we have. If you are also watching us live on YouTube, the link is also pasted right there on YouTube. So click the link and join us. Let us have a talk with you. And when you join in, make sure that you put on your video. Put on your video so we can see you, so that it is always easier when you actually talk with somebody. You can see them face to face. So put on your video so we can see you, and also talk to us so that we can have you share your expectations, and possibly would also ask one or two questions right there for you. Okay, so talking about let's talk about the three key things. Maybe if I may ask her, what are the three key things that you learned? He said a lot.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
Three key things.
Okay, he said something about relationship, being able to get you something that money can actually get you.
Yes.
So you might really have all the money in the world, but you don't have the right relationship. You might not really get some things that money can't even buy. Yeah. So really securing or really, nurturing those relationships that would surely, push you into your purpose, push you into what God has really set out for you to do is actually very important. So the way we relate with people, the way we talk to people, the way we interact with our friends, our colleagues, our family members, our church members, it's actually very important so that we can, secure that relationship and fulfill God's purpose.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Apostle Joshua Selman talked about 6 decisions.
Yeah, he did.
Quickly, just that you need to make a decision to have an exceptional spiritual growth.
Yeah.
Then you also need to have a decision to contend for superior belief systems. You need to have a decision. You need to make that decision to discover and fulfill your God-given assignments. You need to take that decision to be healthy. Physical health is very important, and I think this actually strikes me very well, because we have a lot of people who think just there is no need for you to take your drugs. If your doctor has prescribed a drug for you to take, please take it. I understand there's that place of faith, but there's also that place of maintaining a perfect health. Yes, it is when you do that you can actually fulfill destiny. There are people who have great destinies, but because they did not actually protect their health or actually become disciplined in their health failed, and because of their immobility due to their health failure, they are unable to actually achieve destiny. So it's important. Number 5, you need to be financially independent. Make that decision. Yes, and I'm sure that you personally, this would have ministered to you.
Yes, it did, because growing up, I've always seen being financially independent as something very key.
Yeah.
So making, having him say that today, it was just like, oh, this is really, this is what people really need to know. Do not be someone who will just be like, let's just see how it goes. God is our provider, and just, go with the flow. No, we need to be very, 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 very cautious of these particular things, because, he mentioned something towards the end. He said something that, God is raising, kingdom fundraisers.
Yes.
And I keyed into it. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
I did. Because, we need to be intentional. And he said something about wealth, having wisdom and having wealth. You will be heard, but when you're poor and you have wisdom, surely you will not be heard.
Yes.
So we need both to to take over the
the funny thing was that particular Bible verse that he put out there, Proverbs 22 verse 7. You know, a lot of times people read Proverbs 22 verse 29. They say, "Yes, that a man diligently," but people didn't really get to that point. So when I saw that verse, and it was like, okay, a wise poor man, a poor wise man is, people wouldn't know, is really no different from somebody who is not wise, because even if he's wise, because it cannot be heard, people wouldn't know.
True.
But if he's actually wealthy, he can actually spread his wisdom and his influence and all. All right, that's wonderful. All right, so yes, we're still waiting for you to join us. Still waiting for you to join us on the red carpet. Okay,
we have someone already.
So we have someone. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right, so let's test this. If you can hear us, please can you wave? Or raise up your hands. Okay.
Hello,
if you can hear us, please wave your hands. If you can hear us. Okay, so what we'll work on that as well. So yeah, he said something about having that financial independence, and it actually brought something about money being a defense, wisdom is a defense, but when you have money, there are a lot of things that you can do. And he also said something about the fact that the name of Jesus is very heavy. It takes resources
to
lift it up, and that is true, because a lot of people want to do things for God. A lot of people want to do things for the church and all, but
they are limited.
They are limited financially. And then we also have some people who actually think, oh, if you are rich, a lot of people think that, oh, if you are rich, then you're going to hell, or you're not being spiritual.
Gonna do yeah, true. But very, very correct. Very correct. And you know, growing up, sometimes we need to unlearn some certain things.
Yes.
Because they have a way of, of limiting us. They have a way of drawing us back.
Yes.
So we need to unlearn some things and pick up some things and really run with it. Because he mentioned the various assignments of money, and he said, that money is a time. It helps to redeem time. Yes, and is also, an efficiency. So we need to understand that we should not see money as something that if you have it, you're losing your way, you're going astray, or you're not really working in line with God. We need to understand that it has a purpose.
Yes.
And the purpose is for us to, use it to propagate the word of God out there to people who haven't even heard the word.
Exactly. And he also said something about materialism. He said materialism is not you having materials. Okay? That when you're materialistic, it is not just about having the materials, but materialism is when you're getting influenced by the materials that you have.
He did say that.
That the influence now comes at the expense of your relationship with God. Or at the expense of you doing the greater things that can help you fulfill your destiny. So that is when you now say, okay, this person is very materialistic. Even a rich person may not be materialistic. He would just, when you see a rich person who is just spreading his wealth, doing the things that he needs to do, making sure that he's using his wealth to affect lives, get orphanages, build churches, and do a lot of things that would affect the community, you wouldn't really say that this person is materialistic. In most cases, people don't actually say that person is materialistic, despite the fact that that person has the materials. And he also said something about the fact that it is some people who do not have the materials that are materialistic.
He was indeed shaking a lot of tables today, and tables that we really need to sit down and understand that if these things are not said, we surely would not be able to move on.
Okay, so yes, we are still talking about. All right, so that is before we can go, let's move to the next session. We'll have the next session coming up.
Which is the Young Ministers session, and they've got a talk
Yep.
So we really need to go back and listen, pay attention, and get what we need to get in order to exceed our expectations.
Alright, so please keep listening to RCCG Radio and also keep watching on RCCG Live on YouTube.